All right, folks, thanks so much for tuning in to this matinee game. They're becoming rarer and rarer here at the David McMullen Gymnasium, but we appreciate the 3:30 start. We've got the middle school varsity girls towards the end of their season taking on the visiting Hanwell Park Academy Bears. As we see the Bears getting lined up, we'll try to catch those numbers. It looks like it'll be starting number 1, Kylie Jago, number 3, Chloe Morris, number 5, Kate Green, number 13, Ava Wood, number 14, Izzy Siakalo, and I can't quite tell on the other one. She's covering up her number, number 11 possibly, Maya Corey. We'll see as the game goes on. Over for the home side Lakers. It's a very veteran squad this year. We've got, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 girls on the roster. All but one of them are in grade 8. So out there to start it is number 1, Vanessa Smith, number 4, Emily Kitchen, number 11, Elise Marchesano, number 7, Anna Breed, number 9, Autumn Greer, and then the lone grade 7 player, number 2, Jerilee Albert. Neither team appears to have any libero. Not sure if that is a established position at the middle school level, but either way, it will be Hanwell Park serving first. Jago back at the service line. Big thanks to our cameraman today, Caleb Hoyt, for pointing us in the right direction. And our console guy, Jay Gillett, making sure that we're all good. As that first service, the overhand attempt, which is not something you always see at the middle school level, but unfortunately it does hit the net. So Lakers will strike first. Here's Anna Breed looking to build on the early lead. Dependable serve, and that's an ace. Great placement by number 7, Anna Breed, as she finds a spot right in the middle of the defense. Bears had trouble getting there in a hurry. Lakers up 2-0. This time it falls short of the net, so nice little switch up by Breed as she keeps it going there. This pass over to number 9. Oh, check that. That's Maddie Giggy, not Autumn Greer right there, who sent it over. Here's Siakalo, and pushing that over was number 13, Ava Wood. Giggy at the front of the net, powering that through, and that will fall on the Hanwell side, so Lakers up early now. And Anna Breed again. Another serve. Keeps switching it up, keeps these Bears guessing. And, tough break there. Might have been a bit of confusion. Breed and Albert, not quite sure who was going to get that one. But either way, it will be Hanwell on the board first now, as minor officials down there at the Don Fletcher minor officiating booth get the numbers all sorted out. Big thanks to Jack Breed, who is working the scoreboard, and MJ Giggy, who is checking all the right boxes on that score sheet. Oh, there's a hit from number 13, Ava Wood. Sneaks that over the netting. And we've got a 1-point game here. It's 2 serving 3. Can't quite see who's back there, sir. Oh, there we go. And it is number 11, Maya Corey. Overhand serve. Falls well, but Jerilee Albert fields it, comes to the front of the net. And a little tough for her teammates to play, so we're all tied up here in the early going. And here's Corey again. Overhand serve, not necessarily something these girls have had to deal with. Oh, nice work by Jerilee Albert. Wood tried to sneak it over the line, but the Lakers are ready. Here's the set from Giggy. Marchesano over to Kitchen, but the final hit a little low. So the Bears have their first lead of the afternoon. And it's Corey again. Nice little run here for number 11 in the green and black as Kitchen sends that one over. Here's the response by the Bears. Bumped in, but Vanessa Smith has a good save there. Kitchen puts it high. Third hit from Giggy will go over back corner. Good save by, the Bears. That was a nice sneak from Izzy Sokolo, but what a dig from Vanessa Smith. Number 1 by the Lakers, trying to keep it alive. Unfortunately, it is to no avail as Hanwell Park, after going down 3-0, they're on a 5-0 run here. Getting their points and then some. It was Maya Corey. It's had a good showing of the service line, and there's an ace for Corey. I believe that's her first. As referee Serena Bradford will whistle in the play. Big thanks to Serena Bradford, as she's been one of the 3 stalwart referees here in the David McMullen Gymnasium. Oh, nice work again by Smith, digging to keep that in play, as response from the Lakers will go out of bounds. 7-3 now, as Bears really starting to pull away after the early lead from the Lakers. Another solid serve by Corey. Albert keeps that up. Breed and Smith will send it over, looking back corner. Kept alive by Kylie Jago, but sent into the stand. So finally the Lakers bust up the Bears' momentum, and it will be Elise Marchesano. As we mentioned, a lot of grade 8s on this roster. Marchesano is one of them. We'll see what she can do with the service here, as that comes over well. There's Jago. Second hit by Sokolo, and the snuck Ava Wood sneaking that over. Smith was there, went up for the block, but it kind of fell just over and couldn't quite adjust to that as it was coming down. And now it is Hanwell's serve as Ava Wood. That's a lot of overhand serving, as nice reaction there by Vanessa Smith to keep that one alive after the initial block didn't quite go the way she wanted it. Anna Breed getting hands on that, but it will go out of bounds. So that will be HPA ball. Here's Wood now. Another solid overhand serve as Albert goes down to keep it alive, passes to the teammate, pinballs around for a bit. And it is the Bears who hit double digits first. 10-4 is the score now. And here's Wood. That one falls short, so direct response there from Vanessa Smith, but they set up a nice hit by, thought that was, no, that's number 13. Or is it 13 or 3? I think that might be number 3, Addison Bilodeau, up at the front of the net. Yeah, that is, because it's number 13, Ava Wood, back to serve. It always takes a little longer to get used to the visitors, but good showing by them, as Bilodeau with the solid hit. Here are the Lakers again, though. And I believe, yep, it is number 9, Maddie Giggy, back to serve. Yet another grade 8 player on this squad. Has her pre-serve ritual there. And she will have a solid overhand serve. Falls far, and the Bears let it go, thinking it will fall. But nice topspin there by Maddie Giggy, recording her first ace of the afternoon. Hopefully not her last. This ball comes up and over. This one on the sideline. Bears will play it. And there's Bilodeau volleying it over, but Giggy is there. Kitchen with the set, and Vanessa Smith with the bump. Couple of Bears coming in, and not quite a collision, but possibly the vicinity there caused them to pull up, and neither Bear could make contact with that in time. So Lakers will get it. Maddie Giggy serve again. She's going to try to pull the Lakers back into this. They trail by 4. Hit by Bilodeau, but that will catch the top of the net. So Lakers hang on. They only trail by 3 now. And this is a nice run by Maddie Giggy at the service line to keep this game close. Giggy actually played with the senior varsity team for basketball. Back with her friends now for volleyball, but certainly a strong athlete at the grade 8 level. As Vanessa Smith sends that over. Here's Sokolo, and a big hit by Bilodeau. Nice save by Elise Marchesano, and Jerry Albert sends it over. Little dig by Corey to keep it alive, and third hit by the Bears, not angled the way they wanted. Solid rally by both sides, but it is the Lakers coming away with it. And it's still Maddie Giggy down there at the service line, wearing number 9 in the hometown green and gold. Comes the ball up and over, but that is out of bounds. So it will be Hanwell ball. 12 serving 9 now is number 14, Izzy Siokolo. Oh, and the coaches did give me the pronunciation too. I got the last part. It ends Siokolo. Not sure if I'm getting that start right. Apologies for any mispronunciations out there, but either way, Siokolo happy with the point. And a chance for another one here. As Gigi calling that. Sets up Kitchen for the set, and Vanessa Smith will send it over. Campfire ball there for the Bears. Lakers will capitalize. And now it's number 4, Emily Kitchen, back for the service. Here comes low serve by Kitchen, and that will not clear the net. So it goes over to the Bears, and it looks like, yep, that's number 5, Kate Green. Getting ready for the service. Gives herself a bit of space for a run-up. Ball comes over high, but it is out of bounds. Good discipline there by the Lakers. Elise Marchesano was close, could have played it, but elected to let it go wisely. And now it is number 1, Vanessa Smith, serving for the Lakers. It's her pre-service ritual. And she'll send that low into the net, so it is Hanwell ball. As we're getting close to the beginning of the service order, not quite there yet, but I believe number 3, Addison Bilodeau, or Addie as her teammates are calling her, I think is the last Hanwell Park player to serve. And jump serve there. Comes in, Jerry Albert has it, Maddie Gigi keeps it alive, but Lakers just can't send it on the third hit. Valiant effort from the Lakers as that serve came in quick. Rarely will you see the jump serve at the middle school level. So Hanwell Park kind of keeping this secret weapon at the end of their service order. Here comes again. Gigi makes contact, but angled a little awkwardly. Catches that in the face and sends it back to the turf. So it is Hanwell Park leading here as we round the midway point of this first set. And Gigi can't get there in time. That's an ace for number 3, Addison Bilodeau. And we're going to get a timeout called now by coaches Michelle Breed and Kim Gigi of the Lakers. And the timeout is a good time to thank our premium sponsors: Bill Gammon, Black's Grocery and Café, Briggs and Little, David C.A. Williams Renovations, Dr. Dan Fletcher, Excel Manufacturing, Harvey High Helpers, Harvey Insurance, Hundredfold Acre Puppies, the Little Village Vacation Resort for Dogs, Paul Equipment, your local Devilon and Bobcat Heavy Equipment dealer, RSEI Consultants Ltd, Scott Pierce at Remax East Coast Elite Realty, and the Station House. Our sponsors help us to improve the viewing experience and get more students involved in these streams. We have multiple levels available and accept sponsorships from groups and individuals. If you're interested in becoming a sponsor, please check the video description for our contact information. And big thanks to all the folks working this stream, making sure that you can watch the game. Down there at the Don Fletcher minor officiating table, we've got Jack Breed on the scoreboard and MJ Gigi on the score sheet, both under the watchful eye of Athletic Director Mike Fletcher. We'll see how this timeout call pays off. It's still Addison Bilodeau, but after this break, is her concentration where she needs it to be? She has switched up where she's serving from. And that comes over cleanly. Gigi fields it, but it goes out of bounds. As these balls are coming in fast, Lakers probably aren't used to dealing with the jump serve at this level. And that serve will catch the top of the net, so Lakers will happily take the reprieve, and it's number 2, Jerry Albert, the lone grade 7 on the court for the Lakers. Not sure for the Bears what the ages are. We don't have the grades for the opposing players, but for the Lakers we know, certainly a veteran squad. Gigi with a big hit, but it's kept alive by Bilodeau, sent by Maya Corey. Setting up again for a hit cross court, but Bilodeau has it and snuck over. Nice move by number 1, Kylie Jago from the center's position. Looked like she was going to set up her teammate, but snuck it over. And that's some good misdirection by number 1 for Hanwell Park. Here she is at the service line now. Jump serve for her as well, and that's an ace falls cleanly within the red lines. Not sure if Albert and Smith both thought that was going out or both thought the other was going to get it. But either way, they're going to have to figure out how they're going to deal with these Hanwell Park serves, or it may be a long afternoon. Whistle here is, I believe that's a double hit. Yep, indeed, referee Bradford gives us the 2 fingers indicating the double hit. So didn't catch who made contact there, but timing must have been a little off on that volley. Another solid service. Smith has it. Gets it to the front of the net, but a little low, and teammates can't quite get there. And now it is 23 serving 12. Penultimate point for the Bears. He's got another big jump serve, but Lakers let it go. Good discipline by Vanessa Smith, letting that go by. And Lakers have a bit of life in them. They need a big run to get back in this, but anything's possible. Here's Anna Breed. Nice service. Comes over. Bears call it well. Jago on the service, and Wood will send it over. Here's Marchesano sending it there. Corey with the pass, and Corey with the tip over as well. Finds a soft spot in the Lakers defense, and now it is set point for the Bears. It's number 11, Maya Corey, but that service is low. And she had a great run at the beginning of the game. Doesn't quite recapture that magic. Here's Elise Marchesano. Lakers backs against the wall as they need a run of 10 points to stay in this thing. Smith sends it over well, and that's a good start. Puts it in front of Bilodeau, can't get there in time. And it's 15 serving 24 now as Marchesano gets ready for the service. It's up and it's good. Bilodeau on the pass. Here's Siokolo, and hit there, but Albert with the dig, and it's snuck over, but Lakers, they touch the net, and tough break, as I don't think the Lakers realized it as first, but referee Bradford making it clear, and indeed the net is still vibrating. So definitely some contact there. Hanwell Park will take the first set by a score of 25-15. But we've still got a few more sets left to play. Congratulations to both teams. We'll take a quick break now. We'll be back with the second set shortly. All right, welcome back, folks, and we've had some personnel changes for the Lakers. So I believe that's number 2, Albert, and number 1, Smith are still out there, but they are joined by number 6, Reese Lemon, number 5, Ivy Gillett, number 3, Danica Nope, and number 8, Autumn Greer. As for the Hanwell Park Bears, I believe there have been some changes as well. I do see number 6, Jenna Dorcas in the front row, as well as number 2, Chloe Morris. Kylie Jago still out there in the center. In the back row, we've got number 8, Chloe Georgiadis. And not quite sure who the other... number 14 looks like Izzy Sokolow still out there. And the last one must be number 10, Maddie Jenkins. So here's Nope with the first service. And that's an ace by Nope. Great start for the Lakers. And here's Nope again. As we mentioned, a lot of great 8s out there for the Lakers. She is one of them. As Sokolow sends it over, and Smith can't quite get there in time. There's a point for the Bears. And now comes over to the Bears. And I believe this is number 6, Jenna Dorcas. Nice overhand serve. There's an ace for the Bears. We'll just take a quick break here. Here's Dorcas now. Another solid overhand serve. Nope has it. As Albert can't quite get there, so that's another point for Hanwell Park. And here our Lakers can't quite respond with that, as pass goes well out of reach. Hanwell Park will score another. Another solid overhand serve from Dorcas. Lakers have it though. There's a pass by Gillett and hit from Albert. It just won't go. There's a bit of confusion on the points, but we have them right now. It is 4 serving 1. Dorcas again. Nice low serve. Nope has it, but there's Jago. Over to number 2, Chloe Morris, but it's out of bounds. Lakers have the point. And it will be Jerilee Albert back to serve. She wears number 2. As we mentioned, the lone grade 7 player on this roster, as fielded awkwardly by the Bears. And the Lakers will capitalize. There's another point for them. Here's Albert again. And Jago with the second pass. Long hit by number 8, Chloe Georgiadis, but unfortunately goes out of bounds. That was right on the line. Pretty close. If she can calibrate just a bit, that could be a dangerous weapon Lakers will have to watch out for. Albert with another good service. And ball pinballs around a little bit, but Lakers will take it. And we're all tied up now. Here's Albert now, solid service. Coming in, that's put up, and Jago with the big hit. And she finds a soft spot, stops the Lakers' momentum. There's another one for the Bears.
It looked like the Lakers might come up there, but it seems as though the Bears were making sure that that did not happen.
Yeah, I'm sure they didn't like seeing that lead evaporate, so happy to be in front now. We'll see if they can add to that. Jago is one of their stronger players, so I'm sure they like having her at the service line. Good hit there by the Bears, but Lakers have it. Gillett sends it over to the back corner, and I believe that's Dorcas who was there, and Lakers will get the point as the Bears touch the net. Tough luck for the Bears.
Tying it up again, trying to take the lead, and we'll see what happens.
Here's Reese Lemon. She is in grade 8, but it's her first year here at Harvey. So we haven't seen a ton of her on this court in the David McMullen Gymnasium, as unfortunately she won't get an opportunity to serve again. that ball goes in front of the defender. And there's an ace for Chloe Morris. Placed it really nicely. Okay, sorry, just making a few adjustments here on the broadcast. Some quality of life stuff for us. Big thanks to Jay Gillett on the console, and Caleb Hoyt, who is working the camera but has also joined us on the mic. Thanks for chipping in, Caleb. We're glad to have you here. Lakers will take it. Here's Ivy Gillett, wearing number 5 in the green and gold. Solid service. Comes to Georgiadis, and Morris tries to sneak that over, but it will not go. Ball whistled in by referee Bradford. And Ivy sends it up and over. Nice hit. As initially Albert had it, but Lemon and Gillett couldn't quite get there in time. Might have been a bit of a miscommunication there. And here's, I believe that's number 8, Georgiadis, who is back to serve. Yep, indeed it is. Georgiadis puts it up, and Nope has it. Over to Greer with a direct response. Good hit by the Bears, but a nice save by Lemon. Here's Gillett, puts it high, and it does unfortunately touch the rafters. So that's a dead ball. It's Georgiadis again. Gillett has that, and that will fall short at the front of the net. So the Bears have opened up a bit of a lead here. 5 points and possibly growing. As Georgiadis has had a nice service run, but there's that commentator's curse, as that will catch the top of the net. Here's Vanessa Smith now. Where's number 1 for the home side? Good service comes over to the Bears. Wood. Or sorry, check that. Siakalo. Over to Dorcas with the hit. And there's a point for the Bears.
Bears opening that gap even more in the points.
Dude, they are. Maddie Jenkins, and there's yet another one. And that's an ace for Jenkins. Found a good soft spot in the Lakers defense. We'll see if she can replicate that placement. Good effort by Reese Lemon to try to keep that alive. Unfortunately, doesn't quite get there in time. Jenkins again. As Nope sends it directly over. Nice work by Chloe Morris getting in there. Big hit from number 6, Jenna Dorcas, but it will go out of bounds. So Lakers get the ball back now, and it's number 8, Autumn Greer, back at the service line. Wearing number 8 in grade 8. She'll get ready to send it over. Oh, great defense there from Reese Lemon. Got hands on it, but her teammates couldn't quite react to change in direction for the ball in time. Good rally by both sides, but it is the Bears who take the point. Siokolo. That side serve Can be hard to read sometimes. Lakers field it all right, but then put it at the front of the net in a hard-to-reach spot. So it will be Bears point. Here's Siokolo again. And that one will go low. So 11 serving 18 now. We're all the way around the service order. Danica Nope back to serve. She wears number 3 for the green and gold. Ball is up. Here's Siokolo, and Kylie Jago tries to make something out of that awkward placement, but can't quite get there. Here's Nope again. As Siokolo sneaks it over and must have been a little too close to the net there. As Lakers record the point. And this will give Nope another kick at the can at the service. And snuck under. Jago sends it over one-handed. Here's Smith, and Jago's there for defense, but it wasn't necessary. Ball falls just on the Lakers side there. It's always tough to time that if it's coming kind of straight down at the net. Good service by Dorcas. She had a great run her first time there at the service line. Looking to replicate that as records another ace. .20 serving 13. So that comes over Smith to Greer with the pass in the back row. Albert will send it. Siokolo's there. Here's Morris. Jago, the big hit. It sneaks over. Albert with a diving play. Kept it alive, but just momentarily. As just couldn't get enough air under that. Tough break is a really nice play by Jerry Lee. Smith putting it up. Greer has it, and third hit from Gillett will not go. As ball came in at a tough angle there. Here we are, 22-13 now, as a quick pause in the action. And number 6, Jenna Dorcas, has finished tying her shoe. So we're back in it. As I believe that's another ace for Dorcas, at least her third. Here's Dorcas again. Oh, pinballs around. Third hit was good. Nice attempt by Lemon, trying to send it over, but just couldn't get there. And now it is set point for the Bears. And there is the final point. So Hanwell Park taking this one by a score of 25-13. I'm not sure if we're playing 3 or 5. Lakers still look pretty energized. There's celebration was there, but it wasn't overly energetic on the Hanwell Park side. So I think we are, I think Bradford over there, we see her checking, motioning with 5 fingers. I think just confirming that they are indeed playing 5 sets. So we look forward to bringing you the 3rd, 4th, and maybe even 5th coming up soon. All right, this could be the deciding set as Lakers down 2-0. They need a win here to keep their hopes of a victory going, and out there to fight for it. It will be number 8, Autumn Greer, number 9, Maddie Giggy, number 5, Ivy Gillett up front. In the back row, we've got number 7, Anna Breed, number 6, Reese Lemon, and number 11, Elise Marchesano. So going for their veterans. On the Hanwell Park side, it looks like Jago, Wood, and Bilodeau up front. No, check that. It's Bilodeau at the back. It's Chloe Morris up front, number 2, not number 3. But Bilodeau's getting it started, and she does have a great serve as Lakers pass that around a bit, but can't quite get it where they want it. So it's the Bears who strike first in this possibly decisive set. Here's Bilodeau again. Siakalo's out there as well. Her and Jago have played. Oh, wait, no, check that. Jago's not there. Not sure who else that is up front. 11, not number 1. It's Maya Corey. So Corey, Wood, Morris, Bilodeau, Siakalo, and number 5, Kate Green are out there for the Bears. Here's Bilodeau again. Strong overhand serve, almost a jump serve. Gillett is there. She makes contact. Lakers couldn't quite get there in time, though. And that'll be another ace for number 3, Addison Bilodeau. Great start to this set for the Bears. Here she is again, and there's another ace. Addison Bilodeau. Lakers just having a hard time reacting to these lightning fast serves. Good pass by Gillett. Giggy at the front of the net trying to push it over, but catches the angle just a little wrong. And that hits the net and comes back to the Lakers side. And here's Bilodeau again. And pinballing around, and we are going to have a timeout here called by Coach Kim Giggy. And they're going to huddle up. Any idea what they might be talking about, Caleb? Yeah, that's okay. I'm not sure either. I mean, it's hard to kind of tell you what to do when those serves are coming at you so fast, and you haven't had to deal with those overhand serves all season. As the middle school level, usually you're still learning how to serve. You might have 1 or 2 players who serve overhand, but Hanwell Park has quite a few, and a few even with the jump serve as well.
Yeah, very powerful serves from the Bears, and they seem to be dropping right where they cannot be hit.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Lakers sometimes having a bit of trouble. It's what we call those campfire balls, when there's a few people in the area, but it's not clearly close to any one player, so it's hard for them to say who needs to be the one to get it.
Yeah.
As we see Coach Breed giving some footwork advice, and Lakers come back out. We'll see what effect the timeout had on server Bilodeau's concentration. Sometimes that's all you need, just to ice the server a bit. We are back at it. Nice service from Bilodeau. It will go out. Lemon made contact, though, so possibly a good start for the Lakers, but can't break it just yet. And there's another ace for Bilodeau. I've got at least 4 on my score sheet for her tonight. Having a great afternoon from the service line. dig by Lemon, but directed out of bounds. So Hanwell Park could be looking at a 10-0 run to start the game in what should be a decisive set, as a win here would guarantee them the victory this afternoon. As that service hits the top of the net, and finally Lakers will get the ball here, and they're on the scoreboard. And it is indeed Autumn Greer back to serve. She wears number 8 for the green and gold. Solid service, falls in. There's Bilodeau. Over to Morris. And, a little miscommunication, but Bears do get it over. Nice work by Maya Corey, adjusting at the last minute. Morris sends it over. Lemon is there. Diving play by Giggy, but unfortunately, third hit from the back row will not quite make it past the net. Still, that was a good rally. I think the Lakers needed that. And here's another jump serve. That one attempted by Chloe Morris. She has an ace already, but will not be adding to that total this time as it catches the top of the net. Lakers take the point. Both their points scored off faulty serves, though. Maddie Giggy had a great showing at the service line in the first set. She'd love to get a few for her Lakers. And there's an ace. Great way to do it. Maddie Giggy, that's 2 aces and 1 kill at least so far in this game. As Lakers would love to get a bit of a scoring run out of her right now from the service line. Get them back in this thing, but there's that commentator's curse as the overhand serve goes errant. Maya Corey now. Back to serve. That goes up. And Marchesano's response almost sneaks over, but just caught at the top of the net. Tough break for the Lakers. We've got 12 serving 3 now from Corey in the back row. Good service, falls short. Marchesano direct response, and this time it's the Bears who aren't quite ready for it. And Lakers will get the point. I think, minor officials making that correction. Big thanks to both Jack Breed and MJ Giggy for giving up their time to work down there at the Don Fletcher minor officiating booth. The games cannot happen without the minor officials, so we do appreciate their work as that hit attempt from the Bears catches the top of the net. 5 serving 12. It's Ivy Gillett at the service line. Good service. Cross court, and pass comes down a little awkwardly to handle, so Lakers get another one. Here's Ivy Gillett now. Solid hit over. Kept alive by Morris. Over to Ava Wood, and third hit will not go. The Bears know that. They just let that happen. So nice to see the Lakers starting to come back. They were down 10-1 at one point. They've cut the deficit to 5. So Ivy Gillett hoping to make that 4. As good pass by Wood, and mistimed connection there. So the Lakers do get another point. Nice service run here by Ivy Gillett. Ball up and over. Siakalo has it, but miscommunication there for the Bears. And now you hear the energy from the Lakers bench as they see this comeback starting to roll. Momentum on the side of the home squad. Let's see what they can do with it. And mistimed hit there from the Bears. Lakers are in double digits now, as they've really had a great service run from Ivy Gillett. There's Gillett now, up and over. Good first pass, Siakalo. Over to Wood. Lemon at the front of the net, they're just kind of directly responding. Marchesano keeps it alive, and Greer will send it a little further over. Hit attempts from the Bears. Greer did get hands on it to keep it alive, but Unfortunately, her teammates couldn't get there in time. So
that was the Bears' point, but you really can't be sad with a rally like that.
yeah, Lakers showed out well on that rally for sure. As there's a faulty serve, and Anna Breed back to serve. Her team trails by 2. Solid service there as I believe that's Corey comes up to play it. Siakalo sends it over. Lemon with the response, looking for the deep court. As a good hit there from number 2, Chloe Morris. Pushes it through for a kill. And here's Izzy Siakalo. She's been out there for every set so far. As Reese Lemon sending it, and big hit by number 3. Great dig by Maddie Giggy, keeping it alive, and third hit just couldn't quite get there. Tough break, but great heart by the Lakers to try to keep that alive. 15 serving 11 now. Siakalo sends it over, cross hand, but falls on her side of the net. So it will be Reese Lemon looking to send it over. Great service there as Giggy sends that over, direct response. Pushed over by number 3, Addie Bigelow. She's been a little quiet since her great service run to start the set. She was the one at the service line with that 9-0 run to start things off. We know she's got a powerful hit, but switching it up nicely with the gentle volley there. Here's a service from Green. As Marchesano has it. And Greer will send it over in the corner. Sent over well by Morris. Big hit, but that is out of bounds. As Maya Corey doesn't quite calibrate that in the unfamiliar gym. So Lakers now trail by 3. Certainly this set feels the closest after that big run by Hamwell to start things off. Here's a set from Morris, and big windup by Maya Corey. This time she does not miss. That's well within the red lines. Great redemption hit by number 11. As you see her getting the accolades from her teammates there. And we're back all the way around the service line. This is Addison Bigelow yet again. Fielded well by the Lakers as Giggy and Greer team up to send it over. Gillett on the direct response, but again, it's Maya Corey sending it over. And Lakers caught out of position there. Here's Bigelow running jump serve. Giggy has that, but it will not go to a teammate. It will instead go to the bleachers. And that gives another point to the Bears. They won the first sets 25-15 and 25-13. This one has felt a little closer since the big run, but we do know that these Bears capable of stringing points together. Lakers need to bring their A-game if they want a chance at coming back and winning this set. There's a good start as the long response from Giggy had the Bears scrambling and ultimately caught out of position. It's Autumn Greer now. She will send it up and over. Bigelow to Morris, who scrambles, and third contact. Bears coming in motion, can't quite time it right. And so that will fall on the Bears side. Here's 15 serving 19 now. Bigelow to Morris with the set, and Bigelow from the back row. She has it. Greer gets a hand on it, but directed towards the corner, so no Laker can get there in time. And now we have 15-20. As just waiting for that to be whistled in. There we go. And Bilodeau sets it up. Gigi with the pass. And Breed will send it over. Direct response, but Marchesano is there. Breed to Ivy Gillett looking cross court. Nice work by Gillett. Catching the defender flat-footed. So Lakers have now surpassed their previous 2-point totals. We'll see if they can keep going and hit that magical number 25. Good service from Gigi. Put up by Siakalo, and the gentle touch by Morris there. Sorry, checked out by Wood. Looking to catch the Lakers by surprise. And second time's the charm as she pushes that over, and Lakers are deprived of an extended set of serves from Maddie Gigi. It will be Maya Corey now. Has a couple of aces so far this afternoon as response from the Lakers goes directly out of bounds. And here's Maya Corey again. Good serve, but it is low. So Lakers have hit their best point total so far, and it's Ivy Gillett, who had a great service run earlier this set. Let's see if she can recapture that magic. Third hit looks, just out of bounds. Yeah, that was a tough call. Good eye there for Autumn Greer. She was the closest one. It would have been her responsibility to play it, but I believe she did pull up there as she saw that was going to go out of bounds, but only just. Nice service by Gillett. Siakalo with the pass, and Lemon direct response. Siakalo and coming in strong. Nice adjustment by Anna Breed, but unfortunately, Lakers just kind of pinball it around gently. Don't really get enough air under it to get a good hit to send it over. So 23 serving 18 now. Penultimate point for the fans of the Bears. Marchesano sending Bilodeau to Siakalo. Bit of trickery on the setter's hit, and that's, I think that was Reese Lemon, or maybe Ivy Gillett, not sure. One wears number 5, one wears number 6, and pretty similar hair out there too. Either way, Lakers will take it. That's a point with a chance to hit 20 now for the first time this afternoon. Here's Anna Breed. Solid service comes to Green. Siakalo back to Green, who pushes it over. Anna Breed is there in the back row. Greer setting it to Lemon. One-handed attempt by Green to keep it alive, but it won't go. Lakers up to 20 now. And what a great close set we have.
Again, Lakers down by 3 several times this afternoon. Let's see if they can come back and...
Great hit there by Reese Lemon at the front of the net. And we're getting pretty close to 25. We could have extra points in this set. It's a good time to remind you that you do have to win by 2. And ball caught at the top of the net. That will go to Hanwell Park. So it is now set point for Hanwell Park. But the Lakers, with a bit of a scoring run, could put an end to that. They're not gone yet. But no room for error as service falls short. Lakers lucky to catch a break there. 22 serving 24. It is set point Hanwell Park. As here's Lemon. Good service. Oh, it does go out of bounds. Tough break for the Lakers. So with that score, it was close. Lakers, an excellent comeback attempt, but falling just short. So Hanwell Park will officially take the win. Now, I believe we may still play a couple of exhibition sets. There is no other game scheduled in the gym after this, so we've got the time. We do see referee Bradford coming in. I think she's got an idea looking at her watch, just double checking with the Bears there and with Coach Gigi. Looks like they are going to swap benches again.
Very close set there. 22-25 in the end. And while the Bears did take this game, the Lakers still played very well.
Yeah. If you take out that 10-point run to start the game, Lakers, after that 10 points, they would have beaten the Bears 22-15.
Yeah.
Right? So they had a great comeback there, and they showed they can hang with this Bears squad.
Yeah.
Yeah, and all that remains to be seen is whether they can seal the deal and bring it home. While we're waiting, the Harvey High School Stream Team would like to thank our premium sponsors, Bill Gammon, Black's Grocery and Café, Briggs and Little, David C.A. Williams Renovations, Dr. Dan Fletcher, Excel Manufacturing, Harvey High Helpers, Harvey Insurance, Hundredfold Acre Puppies, the Little Village Vacation Resort for Dogs, Paul Equipment, your local Devlon and Bobcat Heavy Equipment dealer, RSEI Consultants Ltd, Scott Pierce at Remax East Coast Elite Realty, and the Station House. Our sponsors help us to improve the viewing experience and get more students involved with these streams. We have multiple levels available and accept sponsorships from groups and individuals. If you're interested in becoming a sponsor, please check the video description for our contact information. All right, we'll be right back with you shortly for the fourth set. All right, folks, here we are. This is an exhibition set, so the results will not matter, but the middle school level, you kind of want to do, I think it's called equal play anyways, so I don't know if that affects how the coaches deploy their rosters too much. It is Emily Kitchen to start things off. That service is low, so Bears will strike first. And out there for the Lakers, it's Kitchen, Albert, Smith, Nope, Marchesano, and Breed. Here's the first service for the Bears. Number 6, Jenna Dorcas sends it over. And there's an ace for Dorcas. That's her fourth of the afternoon. She's had a great night from the service line, as have quite a few of these Bears. That's been one of the big differences in this game, is the serving. Once the ball's in the air and it's rallied, both teams have shown they can kind of hang in with each other and scramble for those balls, pass it around, set up hits, save hits. But it's the service points that are really doing damage for the Lakers as the Bears score another one. Dorcas again, solid services. That comes at Kitchen at an awkward angle, had to adjust at the last minute and couldn't direct it to a teammate. So Bears with a 4-0 run. They started the last set with an even bigger run. They went 9-0 before Lakers scored a point. As Albert sends it over, but unfortunately it's out of bounds. However, after last set, after starting out with the 9-0 run, Lakers came back and almost won the set. They ended up dropping a 22-25 decision, but came back after going down early. Kept alive a couple times there by Danica Nope at the front of the net. Nice, and she keeps it alive again, but third time is not the charm for the Lakers as her teammates can't quite get there when she needs them to. Here's Dorcas again. Solid service. Marchesano calling it well. Passed over to Albert, and Smith will send it over. Nice work for the Lakers. Diving play by Dorcas, trying to keep it alive, but Bears can't get there, so Lakers finally on the board. It's 1 serving 6, but we'll see if Jerry Albert can eat into this deficit. Here it is. That's up high, but it will come on the Bears side. Jago coming in from the back row to make the initial play. Hit from Wood. Falls a little awkwardly. So it is Lakers points. And bench with the encouraging words for Jerry Albert. As we've mentioned, she is the lone grade 7 on this roster. Rest of the girls in grade 8, although some of them, I'm fairly certain some of them were not playing at the middle school varsity level last year, so still somewhat new to the team and the level of competition. But they are acquitting themselves well out there. 7 serving 2 now as that falls just inbounds. One of those 50-50 balls, Lakers elected to let it fall, and unfortunately for them, Ava Wood's serve is good. And this one goes errant, though, as there's Wood's service that falls out. And Lakers will get that ball back. Here's Vanessa Smith at the service line. Hear the encouragement from the stands as well as the bench. And Bears can't quite push that over the top of the net. So Lakers will get the point. Starting to bite into this deficit. And here's Smith. Service comes low, just over as Breed makes contact, but can't quite put enough air under it for teammates to get there. So unfortunately, that is a point for the opponents. Here's Chloe Morris with a good overhand serve, and campfire ball as Morris records her second ace of the afternoon. You can see Coach Kiggy giving the girls some adjustment advice, making sure they know whose responsibility that would be if Morris puts it there again. And indeed, she looks for the same place. Kitchen coming in with one hand, but it's not enough. So that's the third ace now for Chloe Morris. Morris again, but that is low and under the net. So Lakers happy to take the point there. 5 serving 11. As it's Danica Nope back and dribbling, ready to serve. Unfortunately, that is out of bounds. So we'll come to number 8, Chloe Georgiadis. Had about a 5-point run, I believe, from the service line in set number 2. But there's the commentator's curse. She will not be repeating that at this trip as serve comes out of bounds. Here's Elise Marchesano. Serve comes high, but it falls over. Georgiadis has it over to Jago. And I believe that was Dorcas who sent it over. Yep, indeed it was. Nice heads-up play from number 13, Ava Wood, in the back row. Coming in to keep that alive, and Jago finished it off with the net front volley. Hamwell Park doing well at the front of the net. They seem to be winning most of those battles as Lakers are going to call a timeout here. Coach Kim Gigi bringing in the girls for some advice, and you see her talking them down. 3 ladies on the coaching squad for the Hanwell Park Academy Bears. Unfortunately, we did not catch their names, but a big thanks to both of them, as well as to Michelle Breed and Kim Gigi, because without the coaches volunteering their countless hours of time preparing and training these girls, they wouldn't be able to do these games. And a lot of administrative work involved in that too. So big thanks to the coaches for playing that part, and as well our athletic director, Mr. Mike Fletcher, who does a lot of the scheduling as well. While we're thanking folks, we'll do a shout out down there to the Don Fletcher Minor officiating booth. Big thanks to Jake Breed and MJ Giggy. I'm not sure if these are the first games that they are doing the minor officiating for. MJ seemed pretty confident around the score sheet when I went down for the roster. Jake, I think, was getting a bit of a tutorial on the flip chart though, so either way, big thanks to both of them and to the folks up here in the skybox making the game happen. Jay Gillett is our man and the chair, making sure that you're seeing all the right graphics as well as controlling the scoreboard and camera angles. And big thanks as well to Caleb Hoyt, who is joining us on the microphone. So we have a change in personnel for the Bears. Addison Bilodeau is checked in, and that is Bears ball. Ava Wood, I believe, was the one who rotated out. And here's Maddie Jenkins, had a couple of aces on her first trip to the service line. Direct response, but unfortunately the Lakers defenders touched the net there. So they will surrender the point on that one. It's 15 serving 6. There's Jenkins, and just out of play for the Lakers. Goes Wood again, and Breed just can't get there in time. So nice little run here by Maddie Jenkins. I believe she had a decent run in the second set as well. Here the Bears, Jago has that, and Morris with the big hit, sneaks it just over in front of the defender. And there's another point for the Bears. As Dorcas has had quite a few aces and some kills as well from the floor. Good service. Smith does get hands on it, but can't quite get it high. Coming in motion, I think a lot of her momentum pushed that ball forward as opposed to up. So that sent it out of bounds away from her teammates. Here's 19 serving 6. Breed looking for Albert, who lays out trying to make contact, but unfortunately can't get there. Probably distracted, worried about her favorite hockey team, the New Jersey Devils, who are currently down 0-2 in their playoff series. I'm sure that's throwing a lot of these girls off mentally, because you know how much they are fans of that team. Ball sent out of bounds there by the Lakers. So that'll be 21 serving 6 now. Great run here if you're a fan of the Hanwell Park Academy Bears, and Maddie Jenkins in particular, who is orchestrating this from the service line, but all good things must come to an end. That one will catch the bottom of the net, and it is Lakers ball.
Looks like she changed up her serve there, and it did not work out in her favor.
Yeah, sometimes you try those things just to not to lose concentration and keep it fresh, but unfortunately, as you mentioned, Caleb, had the opposite effect. Here's a good rally now. Smith responding well at the front of the net, but teammate couldn't quite get there in time. So it's 22-7. Tough break for the Lakers after such a great rally there to keep it alive. And here's Kylie Jago. Strong server, nope, has it. And Smith can't quite get there in time for the second hit. So it will be 23 serving 7. And here's Jago again. Penultimate point. She only needs 2 more. As that ball up and over. There's an ace. Her second of the night for Kylie Jago.
Again, that jumping serve throwing the Lakers off.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm not 100% clear on the physics on it, but my understanding is that you can get a bit more power behind it when you jump. How that works, I'm not sure. But Have you gone over that in your physics class yet, Caleb?
No.
No? And while it is set point for Hanwell, Lakers will stay alive for a little bit longer. So that miss serve, and it's Emily Kitchen. We're back all the way around the service order. Here she is. There's one hit, second hit by Morris, but it is out of bounds. So Lakers hang on. It would need to be quite a historic run to get this comeback, but they'll take it 1 point at a time. It's Emily Kitchen, good service. Falls just over. Jago, direct response. Smith gives it right back to them. Here's Chloe Morris. The big hit by Bilodeau will go out of bounds. 24-10 now. As we've got Kitchen back there to serve, we see Maddie Giggy running off on the sideline. Must be grabbing a water bottle or something from the stands. Fielded well by Bilodeau. Jago back to Bilodeau, but Anna Breed is there. Good save by Breed, but unfortunately, Lakers can't quite send it over, so it is 25-10, the final score, and Hanwell Park has taken all 4 sets so far. I expect we are playing one more 15-point set, although we do see coaches conferring. Oh, no, all the girls do get in line. I think they will be shaking hands, so I think that will mark the end of tonight's competition. Big congratulations to both teams, and thank you for tuning in. We'll just thank everyone who contributed one last time. Big thanks to MJ Giggy and Jack Breed, our minor officials, as well as Serena Bradford, our referee for this afternoon's matchup. Big thanks to the Hanwell Park coaches, as well as Kim Giggy and Michelle Breed, head coaches for the middle school varsity girls, as well as Jay Gillett and Caleb Hoyt, who helped out here on the broadcast. Finally, we'd like to thank our premium sponsors, Bill Gammon, Briggs and Little, David C.A. Williams Renovations, Dr. Dan Fletcher, Excel Manufacturing, Harvey High Helpers, Harvey Insurance, Hundredfold Acre Puppies, the Little Village Vacation Resort for Dogs, Paul Equipment, your local Devilon and Bobcat Heavy Equipment dealer, RSEI Consultants Ltd, Scott Pierce at Remax East Coast Elite Realty, The Station House, and Black's Grocery and Café. Drop in after the game for some freshly baked breads and sweets. We are going to go now to our ad, and then we will say goodbye for the evening and the weekend. We've got 4 games coming at you, 4 or 5 rather, next week, starting on Monday with the senior boys. Make sure you tune in there.
Harvey takes the lead with 9 seconds left. This game isn't over just yet. Luke with the rebound. 6 seconds left. Now 5, 4, 3. He goes in. Ryan down.
Dad, I think it's time I get my own house.
Harvey takes the lead with 9 seconds left. This game isn't over just yet. Luke with the rebound. 6 seconds left. Now 5, 4, 3. He goes in. Ryan down.